Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Griftlands, me, Cornish-Knight. Sorry that there was no episode. Yesterday we have been having some technical issues. So, let's dive back into the campaign. We were reporting in, telling her that the contract had been completed. Let's go. You've had a long day, so you almost don't remember Tell Ultros waiting for you. You figure it's best to follow up, though, since you're still a far cry from getting a leg up on Vix. I hear you've been busy looking forward to a nice reunion. Not exactly, but I've taken enough gut punches. My insides may as well be hardened leather. Not exactly the bravado you had on display yesterday, is it? All the same, I have another job for you. And if your heart isn't quite in it, maybe consider that you aren't the only person who Vix Malley has wronged. Ask about Vix Malley. All this is really to take down Vix. I get that he's an egomaniac, but he's also just one of a pack. I am aware that there are tendrils of corruption throughout the cult, yes. But your brother is at its centre, and I intend to relegate what's this? Basically to deal with him. Not sure what that means, but he'll probably deserve it. What about you? Is ostracizing you now the only thing that he's ever done to earn your ire? Nah, not really. But Mullifree's the girl, right? Normally she'd become head of the family. But he's always had a way of making us feel bad for doing anything but what he wanted. Now imagine him doing that, but with the whole Hessendom. I'll ask about the job. So lay it on me, exalted one. What do you need me to do? Long pause. A war is coming with the Spark Barons, but many of the cult still think the enemies lie to the north. I'm not much good with politics. I'm speaking of Rentoria. A dignitary is coming to tour Pearl on the foe and see the great beaching. But some in the cult believe that even allowing the Rentorian in is an affront to Hess. An island nation, Rentoria is an island nation north of Hevaria, frequently but not currently opposed to the Deltrine Empire. I want you to protect the Rentorian from any attempts on her life. Yep, well, accept the job. Go pick up Bondercrack. Bordencrack, and take her to the beaching and a meeting with Yabor. Make sure none of the citizens mess with her or cause an international incident. Oh, and watch out for Pau. She's fervent in her beliefs, and those beliefs are dangerous. Okay. Can't buy anything, haven't got enough metal to do anything, so let's hit up the contracts. You find Bordencrack. You find Bordencrack's boat. One of the boat's sailors is caught in the wind, and a spinning beam is in danger of hitting them. You could help, or you could watch. Help Bordencrack. Watch. Now we'll take a bit of HP loss. You catch the beam just before it hits Bondecra, and square in the back. It hurts a little, but you'll survive. We lose 5 HP, that's fine. We can get it back after a couple of negotiations. Thank you. It is refreshing to see good manners in an Hevarian. Ask why they want to see the beaching, head out. Why do you want to see why do you want to see a beats blob? You don't strike me as a Hessian. On the contrary, I've been a member of the Hessian faith since I was a child. He didn't quite catch on in Rentoria, but there are believers amongst us, and Torians enjoy freedom of belief. Freedom of what now? Precisely, Havarian. Let's head out. After you. Okay, we're now to escort them dog and pony so. You reach the beaching. There are crowds and boarding car wants private. There are crowds and boarding car wants privacy. Deal with the riffraff, will you? You approach the crowd. No, let's try and politely ask them to leave. You probably want to leave. I think the blob over there is going to have an incident. What do you mean incident? It's big. It's rotting. Every so often, he makes a guttural sound. It makes wind? Yeah. It smells so bad, but it kills people. That sounds very suspect. Okay. Don't listen to him. This one is untrustworthy. Okay, so they're going to hit us for a lot more damage than we like. Okay. First thing first, let's absorb that. We'll smash that to bits, so he does less damage. And let's add not as much as I'd like, but we can start getting rid of the bonus damage that he does to us. No. Don't use the flourish yet. What's this? Target of an opponent argument each turn for free damage. Okay, yeah, so that has to go. Expand a card in your hand. All of the cards in your hand gain 2 damage. We haven't got a lot of cards though. Let's first get that up. We will discard. What do we want to discard? Let's discard that for now. No, we can't cancel. That was my mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Let's do that. We'll hit him for that. And then hit him for 10 damage. So a nice chunk of damage goes out. We take a touch of damage. Okay. We'll play this. Man, we're gonna get hit if we're not careful. Yeah, we're getting hit. We keep on getting hit. It's really painful. Yeah, we've got to take a hit. Not a lot we can do about that. Yeesh, yeah. He's coming after that. Okay, we can do that. That will kill that. Okay, so we managed to mitigate the damage. So we took a little bit of damage. Any negotiation cards we want 5 renown. This card deals double damage. Not a bad card to have, actually. If you can get renown up high enough. Watch its evolve levels. A good way to stack damage, especially if we're going for renown build. Let's go with that. And take some cards out of my deck, and we'll heal up a bit. Let's discuss this, shall we? I'm telling you, you don't want to be here for the death fart. I guess the smell right now is bad enough. If it can get worse, I don't want to know about it. We'll be back later. Thanks for the tip, Grifter. The crowd leaves. The path is clear now. You can do your thing. Wardenkra approaches the beaching. Wardenkra draws a thin blade and takes a sample. I'm done. Whoa, we better keep that on the down low. I think some Hessens would be really upset to learn you're doing the science on that thing. Yet you seem unfazed. Are you perhaps a man of science yourself? I'm a man of I do what I want. And what I want is to wrap things up with your bee so you can get home safe. Okay, we've taken a little bit of damage. We can go to the pub, maybe. Heal ourselves up a bit. Might be worthwhile, actually. Yeah, I mean... Actually, well, I will take the drink. It's not great. It's not great, but if we go into a negotiation fight with basically missing a third of our health, we'll be in a really bad state. Okay. You reach the meeting location at a very fancy restaurant that has been emptied for patrons. There you are, right on time. Let's get this over with, Havarian. Two diplomats have a long and boring discussion. You were about to fall asleep when you startled from your stupor by a change in tenor. This meeting is over. Intervene and cool down the situation. Now, is there any way to treat our guest? Okay. So he's coming straight out of the bat. So let's... Let's do this. Get some renown. And we'll draw 2 cards. We discard that one. And basically smack him. Okay, so he's coming out preaching straight off the bat. Which is not great for us. We want to discard a card. It's +2 damage. With that, I could actually kill off both his arguments. So let's do this. Let's get rid of that. And we'll go... insta-kill that. And we can insta-kill that argument. Okay. He's coming out swinging. Okay. I've got a play, but it may not work. So let's... I should have killed that. Okay. When destroyed, restores 2 resolve for every opponent's argument. Now let's just finish this fight straight off. There we go. Any card we particularly want. We've already got ones. We don't need to take the shills. We've got an upgrade for our start. Yeah, start each turn with +1 renown. So let's upgrade that to the next level, which gives us, that's a nice bonus, +2 renown at the start of everything. Very nice. This one will come up soon. It's always great to see. Medicinal metal is nice, and we restored sword health. Let me tell you something. Fine, we'll continue our discussions. The talk drags on, subdued but tense. Finally, I'm glad we could come to an agreement. The liaison leaves. Bordenkra turns to you. Thank you for your assistance, Severian. I was not expecting one such as yourself to have such a nuanced grasp of statecraft. Hey, I got grasps on all sorts of things. Right. This is probably going to be where we get lured into an ambush or something, so we need to be careful. Yep, here we go. Bordenkra stops. There's one last task I'd like to achieve while on Hevaria Soul, Smith. I hope that I'm not wrong in my assessment of your character, and I trust you to accompany me to one more meeting. It hasn't been approved by the cult, and it may be dangerous. Dangerous? Hessen, finally. Beginning to think this job would put me in a coma. Sorrento. Count me in. You're about to help Bordenkra back onto the boat when you're stopped by a group of Hessians. Not so fast, even. I'm sorry, are you addressing me? As I mentioned to my escort here, I walk in the shallows. Hess wouldn't extend a tentacle to a Praetorian. Anyway, you're a pretender, nothing more. And while the cult elders might not see it through it, we do. You won't leave Hevaria alive. Probably this is the best bet we have. Because if we try and defend them, that's going to be a nasty fight. So let's do a negotiation attempt. Let's take a step back. The War of the Admiralty. The war was the Admiralties, not the cults. You really want to risk starting another one? Okay. So they're coming out of the boat straight away. So we need to really start swinging. Do not have a good hand. Let's play this. Expand a card in your hand, and all cards gain +2 damage. We got to make the best as we can. Let's expand a card. Expend a card in your hand. That means we could lose it permanently. We took a hit for that, but I'm not happy with it. Not the best move on my part, because they're going to come out swinging now. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Multitude of attacks. So we need to basically put these guys down permanently. Let's get this on the field. We need to rip through their arguments quickly because they're going to keep spawning stuff which would be a problem to us. Yeah, let's torpedo this. And then we'll basically punch that. Not nearly enough damage. But we managed to wrap up the fight quickly. Not a bad card, but I'm starting to get a bit heavy in the deck. I need to drop some cards out of my deck. Gain at the end of your turn. Spend 1 renown and apply 2 composed to arguments. I'm okay. I'll just take the money. This is leveled up, which is fantastic. What do we want? Gain renown equal to your damage dealt by this card. Okay, so this is the choice we have. Large chance of getting more renown, or just a flat, or just get flat 4 renown, but like it's going to be average damage. Having increased damage would be nice, to be honest. Get that, some Mattel, and we have health restored. Just who do you think that benefits her? Not the church, that's for sure. I suppose the Admiralty has finally stepped in line. It would be a shame to do anything but might give them more power. You can pass through for now. Rent, but we're watching you. Thank you for your assistance, Smith. Let's go back to negotiations. Tell Ultura a report. Bordenkra did the thing at the place and then went back home. Really? Unharmed? Why are you surprised? Apologies, if it is, of course, exactly how I expected it to go. You say. Well, you're welcome. You get paid 100 sil. You gain 2 metal. Take a gift as a reward. We can't take any more negotiation gifts. Whenever your renown is removed or destroyed, deal 3 damage. That's not bad, but what would we switch out for it? Let's just grab the battle gift. Gain 2 power at the start of a battle, lose 2 power for the first time, you take enemy damage. Let's just grab that. It's not particularly impressive, but the others affect my setup, so let me finish the job. Okay, let's go to the Mattel vendor. Let's see what we can get. Basic battle cards start with XP. Negotiation cards start with just no XP. Let's get battle graphs. Actually, it's just let's get battle graphs start with bonus XP because that's useful. Because graphs are really powerful, so the quicker we can get them up, the better. Okay, we got 4 points. We still can't unlock any flourishes. Okay. Let's leave. Let's go to the ammunition dealer, or the item dealer. Let's see what they have to sell. Basic battlecraft, attack damage to allies. Yeah, not worth it. We can't get either of these, so there's no point. We could add another graph slot. So it's these license to do graph surgeries. We could get one for a battle graft. Right now I'm not too inclined. Let's see what he has for sale. Expend empty bottles from your card, attack twice. That's actually a really nice card to get for our battle deck. So let's remove the negotiation card because we've got one too many, realistically speaking. I need to cut down on what I've got. Let's see, what can we drop? Basically, brag. This card turns all our brag cards into bravado, which is useful, but it only really works. It only really works with our combo ability. If we can have it, we have that out, we play it, we play our combo, and it's hard to say. I'm just trying to think what we can get rid of. I mean, maybe drop one of these ones. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm okay with the size of the deck that we have, to be honest. Let's just buy a battle card. Because this one is something that I'd want. I can spend 2 bottles. Would attack twice, which is nice. So let's grab that. I'm just trying to think what we can remove from the deck here. If anything, I'm tempted to take this out. Like, this benefits the red card combo that we have going. I have to think about it. Okay, we're done. So let's go back to the marriage contract. You find Danikas leaning over the bar talking to an increasingly frizzled, sweet Morif. I gave you 20 sills to break into small chips and the sills to pay me my tab, but you only gave me the change back. No, I gave you what you're owed. I don't think you gave me a 20. Don't give him nothing, sweet. I've whistled that tune before and it's not as catchy as he thinks. I'm getting married tonight, you know. Least you could do is get me drunk first. Ask about the ceremony. Whatever the game Faraxel's playing, he expects you to be on the level. You can drink when it's over. I've never married a Kuradasi before. Is drinking part of the ceremony? Oh yeah. First you sign the forms in triplicate, then you down the rest of the ink in one go. It will mess you up good, but you'll see in pretty colours for the rest of the night. Are you having me on? Nope. If you don't want to drink squid juice, just make your signature really big and loopy. You ready? Never have enough time to be anything else after all. Not after you. Take Denix to the chapel. Alright, say goodbye to your old life. You're about to get on quad. Goodbye, old life. Bye, says the bartender. Okay. So, off to the wedding, but I have a feeling this is not going to go as smoothly as everyone has hoped. I am going to call it here today, folks, purely because, as I said, I've been having technical issues with the recordings, so I'm running a bit late with my recording schedule. So it might be a little bit... The next couple of videos might be a bit shorter than normal. We'll have another RimWorld video up tomorrow. We're getting to the end of that campaign, and I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye, folks.